So here's how you maintain the air control lever on your Jotul F600. Hello my friends, Mark Thomas the Home Builder. Welcome to my home outdoors channel. Today we're going indoors, and the fact that it's getting pretty cold out, it's November in Michigan. It's time to get the wood stove maintained properly for the winter burning season. Now if you happen to own a Jotul wood stove, this is the F600 Firelight, and this lever sometimes will get stuck in the low position. I don't know if you can see that lever right there. It's a lot better than getting stuck in the high position. That would not be good to overfire your wood stove. But one of the issues this has is there's a sliding mechanism in there, and I'm going to go in depth a little bit more to show you how to properly maintain this. But when you try to pull that over, sometimes it gets stuck right there, and you can pull with all your might, you can't get it to go to high. And what I've read, somebody else, another owner of the stove, they took their handle off and they just tapped it, and like the vibration of this handle just tapping it, they were able to get their lever to go over to the high position. But every time you go back to low, you do the same thing. In order to get to go to high, you have to tap it every time, and that's no good. So let's go to the next step, and I'll show you how to properly maintain this so it works smoothly. Check it out. Alright, I've got a can of Graphite Extreme. It's a quick dry graphite lubricant, and you want the spray kind. You don't want the powder like you find like at Lowe's or something, like for the keys. This is just a little bit different. So let's zoom in. We'll take a closer look here. Here's the plate of the F600. Alright, so I've got a 10mm socket on here, and there's two bolts, and you just loosen them. Really doesn't take that much to basically loosen them. Alright, you can see me untwisting this. I did actually vacuum the ashes out here, so you don't like lose your bolts in the ashes. That would not be very fun. Alright, so I'm gonna put that bolt to the left over there, take this bolt, put it to the right, and here's the cover plate. Wow, you can see that's like really built up with ash. I'm gonna just, oops, there, focus, clean that out. I'm gonna just set that down here. And here's a protective plate. I don't know, let's see. Alright, you can just see the ash buildup on there. I'll dump that in there. And I'm going to take the camera off and show you a closer look at what's going on. Alright, I'm freehanding it. You can see here's the lever, and when I pull on that, see that metal plate in there that slides? It's actually catching quite a bit. So I'm going to take and vacuum there. Alright, I'm going to take and vacuum that out. Let's come back here in a second after it's clean. Alright, as you can see, it's pretty clean for the most part. And what I want to do is see where the metal is touching the metal, to just spray in there. I got a nice little gap. I'm right-handed, and I'm holding the camera with my right hand, so I'm going to use the left-handed here. Just spray in there. See, it's pretty black. And somewhere I've read, like, wait 5 seconds before you move it to give it a moment to dry. And let's see, I'll go in here a little bit on that. Oops. I'm getting a little low. Spray the whole thing. Didn't want the black to come back on the camera lens. But anyways, I'd say just spray that pretty good in there. And then, alright, and put it back together. I'm going to shut the camera off, spray a little bit more. But you get the gist of how to lubricate that with graphite. Alright, one other thing I want to mention is I moved that all the way over to the left and then sprayed it again, and like move it all the way over to the right, spray it again, so you kind of hit all the positions, and then you put that cover plate back on. Okay, so I put this back on, that thin metal plate, and then this heavier cast iron cover, the two bolts. I got them nice and snug. I never like to really reef on it. I'm just afraid, like, if you really do that, you could crack something. And the parts to this aren't cheap, so I say just get it nice and snug. And one thing that I forgot to mention maybe I did mention it, but I don't think I did, is if you can read this, it says for extreme temperatures. So that's the reason you use this, is this gets very hot inside here, and you want a graphite that's going to hold up for the long haul. And all right, let's check this out to see how the lever slides. All right, oh, it's nice and smooth. You don't feel it catching at all. So anyways, I'm not sure if this will pertain to other wood stoves, but on the Jotul F600 Firelight, especially like something that is probably like 2009 and older, this little trick is going to work for you. So if you like this, please give me a comment or a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.